We're still working through the book of Matthew, and we're in chapter 5. Today I want to concentrate on verse 13, where Jesus says, "You are the salt of the earth." Now, obviously, back in Jesus' day, salt was used for more than just flavoring. It was also used as a preservative. It kept things from turning rotten. When he compares us, that is, those who have committed their lives to following him, with salt, literally what he's saying is just like salt has an invasive yet invisible influence upon that which it comes in contact with, so should Christians have an influence on their environments. That is to say, when you put salt on something, it changes it. And as Christians, whether we're talking about our home environment, our school environment, our work environment, our neighborhoods, we ought to be change agents. Our very character and the very nature of the relationship we have with God ought to manifest itself in such a way that when we come in contact with things that would otherwise putrefy, we preserve them. When we come in contact with a life that would otherwise be tasteless, we add flavor to it. So it bothers me when I think about contemporary American Christianity, how we try to blend in with everything. We don't want to be different from we want to wear what everybody else wears, listen to what everybody else listens to, say what everybody else says, and just be like everybody else instead of using the God-given character, the life of Christ, lived through our hands, our feet, our mouths, our minds, to influence and impact the world around us. In other words, if you're a Christian, your job, your school, your neighborhood ought to be a more not just flavorful place because of your presence, but there ought to be a preserving impact that you have. Jesus goes on to say, if the salt isn't salty anymore, uh, what good is it for? I mean, salt that's not salty, that's what, chalk or grit or dirt? What is that? Salt, by definition, should be salty, and Christians, by definition, ought to be Christ-like. And wherever Jesus went, he had an impact and he had an influence. So I trust that you will let God use you, that the Holy Spirit use you to have a Christ-like influence on your environment today. God bless you and have a great day.